Does anybody know why it costs $10,000 to take a child to Disney World? What the heck is going on? The magic is gone, baby. It is not the most magical place. It's the most expensive, the most financially draining place on earth. Y'all know it's over $100 for you to take a 3-year-old into Disney World. Y'all, I went to Disney World. I bought a hot dog. Maybe I got some french fries. I don't know. It was like $14. And the hot dog was cold. And the bread was hard. Every darn ride in the park, you got to wait 99 hours. And forget that fast pass thing. Because you got to pay an extra $9,000 to get a freaking fast pass. But guess what? Everybody else in the park got one. So even in the fast pass line, it's a serious line. It's hot as Hades out there. Ain't no trees. You just hot. You just hot because it's hot, and you hot because you done paid a darn fortune to get up in here. And the food tastes like crap. You know, it's one thing if you go to eat some food and the food tastes great. Then, you know, it takes a little of the pain away. But it was crap. Somebody tell me why it costs so much money to go have a miserable time at Disney World.
So let me get this straight. You paid $170 per person per day just to sweat in line for 3 hours so your kid can take a blurry photo with a dude in a goofy costume? Yeah, okay. But tell me again how you don't have the budget to invest in your retirement. We've officially reached a point where going to Disney World costs the same as a used Honda Civic. You used to go there with a couple $100 and a fanny pack full of granola bars. Now you need a second job, a side hustle, and a GoFundMe just to afford a turkey leg. And for what? To be emotionally blackmailed by a 5-year-old whose only memory of the trip will be dropping their Dole Whip on the sidewalk? It's wild how Disney has mastered the art of illusion. Not just in theme parks, but in your wallet. You're sold the magic, but what you actually get is $28 Mickey-shaped waffles, surge-priced Lightning Lane passes, and a hotel room that smells like sunscreen and broken dreams. And don't even get me started on the financial gymnastics people do to justify it. You'll hear, "It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience." Bro, you said that last year, and the year before that. If it's once in a lifetime, why are you in line again? But this time with even more kids and an even worse credit score. Let's talk numbers. A family of 4 spends, on average, $6,000 to $10,000 for a week at Disney. You could literally take that same money and go to Italy. Eat real gelato, ride a gondola, not get scammed by surge pricing on stroller rentals. But sure, Mickey Mouse over Michelangelo. You do you.
People are apparently going into debt to go on a Disney vacation. According to the Wall Street Journal, a typical 4-day family trip to Disney World cost you $4,266, up $3,000 from 5 years ago. In 2024, there was a survey done of 2,000 people where 45% of the people that went on Disney vacation went in debt to do it. You think Disney's revenue must be going up, right? Wrong. People inside the Walt Disney Company have admitted the experience has become more unaffordable to go to Disney World, with executives also concerned about the lack of revenue coming from the park. You see, the biggest thing we lost was Fast Pass no longer being free. People got to pay for Lightning Lane. There's so many different Lightning Lanes, Genie Plus, whatever, now that the most expensive one is over $400. Even the little things too, like losing Magical Express that used to be a free trip and now costs you money to get to and from the airport. People spending money on this. People have spent less money at like table service restaurants and stuff like that. So Disney has now put out kind of a statement here saying that they offer all these deals to people because they know how much a Disney vacation means to people. And saying they haven't raised the ticket price in Disneyland since 2019. Not the same for Disney World, because in 2019 a one-day ticket was $109 to $125. Now the ticket prices are a lot more than that. So what do you think? You think Disney's too expensive now, or do you think this is just kind of an overreact?
So for one adult, it would be $169.34.
$169 for the day. Wow, that's not cheap. And now for the main attraction, why we've actually come here. Here we go. Are you ready for this? There it is, the Magic Kingdom Disney World Orlando. I don't want to like crush anybody's dreams here, but it's tiny. You just expect it to be massive. I don't know how it looks on camera, and obviously it's impressive because it's the Disney castle, but it's just not massive.
Disneyland for me and Disneyland for my wife are two separate things. My wife grew up rich, I grew up poor. Let me explain the difference to y'all. I've only ever been to Disneyland in California. My wife wants to take me to Disney World in Florida. It's March. They want to go for Christmas. Who has this type of financial faith? Now, I can't tell if these expenses are normal for people or if her family is just rich, but let me run down the expenses for y'all. Her mom says, be ready for about 10 grand for the hotel. We're still looking for something a little cheaper. A little cheaper? Who the fuck we staying with? It's because my mom likes to stay at a Disneyland resort. We can stay at a Motel 6 and live our best life. Her mom then says, I really didn't like the BMW. I really want the Range Rover this time. It's only $1,092, so we could definitely get that for like a week. Ooh, mija, the tickets for a family of 4 is only $1,584. Why are you using words like only when that should be the price of rent? We haven't even looked at plane tickets yet because she wants to buy them a little closer out. So far, just for tickets, hotel, and the rental car, we are at almost $13,000. I've been to Disneyland. Now, I don't know the difference between Disneyland and Disney World, but I can tell you there's not enough shit worth 13,000 fucking...
Here's the thing. Disney is not a theme park anymore. It's a luxury cult with a mascot. And the membership fee? Your sanity and your savings account. Let's talk about how people are literally going into debt for this experience. Like credit card maxed out, personal loan type of broke. Meanwhile, Disney execs are sitting in a boardroom thinking, how do we make standing in line for 75 minutes cost extra? And y'all keep handing them your wallets like it's some sort of moral obligation to participate in capitalism cosplay. The worst part? Half of the people spending all this money aren't even enjoying it. You're walking 20,000 steps in blistering heat, fighting over mobile app glitches, and trying not to cry when your toddler throws a tantrum because Elsa didn't say hi. And all this while your Apple Watch is calculating how far over your daily stress limit you've gone. TikTok is filled with families straight up venting from their hotel rooms, whispering into the front camera like they're reporting war crimes. Day 4. No one slept. We spent $1,400 today. My husband hasn't smiled since the churro incident. It's not even fun anymore. It's survival with mouse ears. And let's talk about the value proposition. What exactly are you paying for? Nostalgia? Instagram content? A character breakfast where Goofy breathes on your pancakes for $75? Meanwhile, your kid just wants to play with the cardboard box from Amazon Prime. Let that sink in. So yeah, if you're planning on financing your next Disney trip with Klarna, maybe just don't. There's no magic in overdraft fees. And if Mickey wanted what's best for your family, he wouldn't be charging $60 for a kid's princess makeover that lasts shorter than your marriage. At this point, the only thing magical about Disney World is how quickly it disappears your money.